For reasons that I can't be bothered to get into, I'm going to do the Twitter segment first. This is Twitter as of 12 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the 31st of August, 2022. So Gorbachev has died. Hashtag Trump is going to jail. Yeah, he probably is, but hopefully he won't. Not trending. Well, yeah, not trending. Trump's an idiot. Whatever. What is Megan lied about? She has a prick, but I can't think of anything that she said that is lied. Is this actually Winnie the Pooh, or is it the leader of the CCP? Oh, Christ. I hope this is, Let's go. Okay, I want to see that one. That meme. Paramore, after successfully making people buy tickets to see him and not dropping hints, the new music for 3 months. Okay. New clip shows Biden climbing steps to Air Force One wearing a face mask when we remove it immediately before he enters the plane. At this point, might as well just not wear them at all, ever again. England ice sheet again. 7 gigatons of masks just one day yesterday. Largest daily gain ever recorded during the summer. Oh. So it's like reverse climate change, I guess? I don't know. Hundreds of arrests, scores of violent assaults, sexual assaults, theft, vandalism, one fatal shooting. Police describe Notting Hill Carnival as largely positive and good-natured. Some French movie, like Civil War in France after African minorities. Please tell me this takes place from the perspective of the French people. The RW Conspiracy Theory to Celebratory Netflix film Pipeline. Electricity bill today, in the name of God, is this possible? We're a small coffee shop and... Jesus! You're flying the Ukrainian flag, so I'm sure you will agree it is worth it. South Africa's Supreme Court has ruled that the Kill the Boers song, which advocates for killing white people, is not hate speech. Google refusing to allow Truth Social on its app store due to insufficient content moderation. No such issues for Facebook, where several mass shootings have been streamed live. And child porn on Instagram. Biggest street party in Europe. CityCon says Notting Hill Carnival vibes were immaculate. There were over 200 arrests, stabbing, several sexual assaults, total and utter disgrace. I mean, I'm surprised that there are any arrests, to be honest.
Oh dear.
Okay, so some English Lizzo there got her tits out. Because free the nipple, I guess. I'll give you a reason why you shouldn't free the nipple, so that my videos don't get banned. Calls to scrap the annual Notting Hill Carnival entirely after another weekend of criminality and mass violence has left one person dead, over 200 arrests and 74 police officers injured. I don't think the banning it is going to really change anything. Notting Hill Carnival, 74 police officers injured, 1 female cop headlocked and sexually assaulted, 8 other sexual assaults, countless acts of vandalism and theft, 1 murder, 6 other stabbings, record number of knives seized after 441 stop and searches, 209 total arrests. It's happening even earlier than expected. People who supported the lockdown have now backdated the moment they changed their minds and are retrospectively furious about policies they demanded at the time. shown this. God, if this is possible. Ukrainian flag. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
And for those brave right-wing Americans who say it's all about keeping America's independent and safe, if you want to fight against the country, you need an F-15. You need something a little more than a gun. No, I'm not joking. Think about this. Think about the rationale we use. That's you. And for those...
Thanks for the advice, Joe. Biden effectively claiming that he would order F-15s to fire on politically dissident Americans. During a speech on gun control in Pennsylvania, Biden once again declared that the Second Amendment is not unlimited, and told brave right-wing Americans that if they engaged in a fight against the government, they would need more than a gun. Leftist Grip attempted the godless Senator Ted Cruz by secretly filming him and then claiming they got him to agree that he wants to defund the FBI, a patently false claim. Patently, whatever. If any of the organizations need to fund it, it's the CIA, followed by the ATF. UK's pubs are going to die off in vast numbers because our government was more interested in prolonging a war 1,500 miles away. Hope it was worth flying your flag. Our government has now sent over $2.3 billion to prolong a war 1,500 miles away, while our pensioners face freezing to death this winter. 75% of pubs face closure, and half the country faces entering fuel poverty. Was it worth it? Of course it wasn't. Raul Ortiz, the head of the U.S. Border Patrol, has testified on the oath that he believes the Biden administration's policy of no consequences for illegal immigrants trying to enter the country has made the border less safe. Dear these people, the cost of living crisis left millions worried how they'll make ends meet. I'd like to formally invite you as a new PM to join me ASAP once to take over office for a special hours discussion / Q&A to answer these people's concerns. I'd like you, Martin, to stop using words like catastrophe and instead advise people to take sensible steps to reduce the effect on their families and businesses, and stop pretending that governments can do everything. They can't. Bollocks. Stop sending billions of pounds of taxpayer money to a foreign country 1,500 miles away to prolong a war. Stop pursuing disastrous net zero green energy policies. Stop caving to eco-mentalists and restart fracking. Government can do all that. They won't. Three-quarters British pubs face being shut down due to the current Fing crisis. Marcus, any idea who's going to be your 100th mile? I love the new Ted K video. Yeah, it was good. Crap, we're on 100 already. I'm surprised that it hasn't already passed 100. Dude, the Ted K video was awesome. Good job. Haha, thanks, my dude. Consenting adults. Children. Say the line, there's always a stone toss comment before. Yay! But the government is saying, yes, how do you beat that? I suppose it is, like, a while back, but I read Green Lantern Earth 1. It's good. It's alright. I've never read a solo Green Lantern comic before. Like, I've read comics that have Green Lantern in it, but it's like Justice League, and he was in the New 52, like, played an important part in the New 52 Supergirl. But anyway, it's alright. If it weren't for Wonder Woman Earth 1, it would be the worst Earth 1 comic. Although the only one I've read other than those two is Batman Earth 1, which fantastic and was like the second biggest inspiration for the Batman. Anyway. This school, I've already said the date. I go to room 31, which I thought was our turns out it is. I met the form teacher who will be taking us on Wednesdays because our main form teacher doesn't work Wednesdays. She she said that she's a former student of this school, and as soon as she said that, I thought, I know who this person is. She took me for, like, she got my bus when she was year 14 when I was year 8, and because I was getting in trouble all the time, which admittedly was my fault, they sort of paired her with me, and they said that I think the word that they used was, she is supposed to be my idol, and she was just a total cunt. I'd be minding my business, and I'm going to admit, I was an asshole in year 8, especially on the buses. But there'd be times where I'd be minding my own business, and she'd be barking down my neck. And then, the last time I saw her was one day in year 9, where she came up to our bus stop, drunk, like, with a cigarette and a half-drunk bottle of Jack Daniels in her hands. Like, yeah, you're right, whatever. So, that's great. You could argue that the school want me to become an alcoholic. I'm not going to say that, though, because I'm going to be fair. But luckily, it isn't her, because I got like a close-up look at her face because we were talking face to face. And also her first name begins with C. And the year 14 that was my mentor, her first name began with R. So it's not her unless she's changed her first name, which I doubt. Anyway, I didn't write anything down, which I should have, because there was a lot of stuff. So we went to study, and they never said anywhere go to study. They said it to the teachers. That's it. So she came in, I was talking to her, and then she said, just so you know, year 14 is going to study. Keep in mind, I am the only person in the room bar her, and because it's art, some of the like art assistants. No other students were there. So I went to study. Eventually, both heads of year come in, and when other people start coming in, they're like, "Where were you? These were told to come here." No, we weren't. Like, some of those people are in my form class, and there was no possible way for them to have been told that they're supposed to be in study. So don't play that crap. Then a woman who I've constantly seen talking to the study teacher, who from the back looks like the principal, come up to me and say, I'll be your assistant for the day. If you have anything if you need anything, talk to me. No, I'm not talking to you. Nope. I'm playing Saints Row while speaking, by the way. I sneezed while they were talking, and then I had a hay fever fit in form class, because we went from study to form class to study. So at the end of the day, I said to the female head of year, I still have hay fever. Like, it still affected me. It didn't end, because I swear every year it gets longer, because it used to just be like a month when I was P5, I guess. But now it's from the start of March to the start of September, which is just tragic. So I said that to her. She's like, "Oh yeah, I still have hay fever too. I take these tablets. Do you take tablets?" Yes. But you're not understanding what I'm saying. You shouted at me. Well, you didn't shout at me, but you defended the person shouting at me for having hay fever. I'm trying to remember what you said then. But she did say something instead of saying it was justified, which honestly surprised me. But and also, like, I don't know how I forgot this, considering this is the most important thing I'm going to say today. But the study teacher, the one that shouted at me for shutting the windows in May, she shut the windows. I don't even think she noticed. Well, I know she didn't even notice her actions, because they'll say all this crap and then immediately forget it. Screw it, I'm just gonna end it here. I really should have wrote it down, because this is year 5. Everything that happened in year 4 is nothing compared to what's gonna happen this year, and it's just gonna get worse and worse, because there just can't be anything good. And they'll say, like, they'll go back and forth. They'll be like, yeah, this year you'll be doing all these exams, and the hardest and most terrible things that will ever happen in your entire life. But then they'll turn around and be like, year 14 is about having fun. Well, if it's about having fun, then why do you keep telling us that we're going to have 5,000 essays for one subject in 2 months? Oh, another thing, they said that they said that we need to be studying and study. And yeah, but like, for the first, say, week, we're not going to be having any homework. So what do we do then? I'll be like, oh, I'll find something for you. What? You're not going to find something for me. You already know what your answer's going to be. Your answer's going to be, go to the back, get a book about university, and look at your choices. No, I'm not doing it, because my choices are nothing. I can't go to university. So I'm not. Oh, and also said that the year 13s, like, basically they said that the year 13s, despite the fact that we don't even know anything about them yet, like, obviously they've been around for